And welcome each and every one of you. With you today is me, Daiga, coach therapist from DCTcentre, and Scott, a tarot card reader from Intuitive Insights and Tarot with Scott Yates. Hello, Scott.
Hi, Daiga. How are you today?
Great. My energy is high. I'm just ready to go. Before we start, I want to remind all our viewers that we're both taking in private clients. Scott is taking in private clients for private readings, and his contact details will be below video. I'm taking in private clients for coaching and therapy. I'm using EFT, Reiki, hypnotherapy, and psychotherapy in my practice. So if you are down, if you are stressed, or you just want to change your life for better, please contact me because I try to help everyone who needs my help. So, Scott, are we ready to start now?
I'm ready.
Okay, very first, what I find today is news coming out that Mr. B, President Mr. B, is sending more troops to Eastern Europe for protection and everything. Can we please pull up some cards? What is all about?
Okay. Yeah, I just heard about this just a couple hours ago myself. So let's take a look. This is interesting. Okay. I'm going to check some notes I have right here, just real quick. So this is us, and the humanity wants to know. This is not just you and me. We're asking the question. So we have cause for celebration. This is a good thing. People don't be afraid. Okay, this is a marker of things that are going to happen, and the alliance is actually behind this. Okay. This is part of the whole plan. We had to have momentum going forward. There was something that happened in the past that they were celebrating. It was being praised that this is the time. Okay, and the outcome is it's actually going to bring stability, or it's going to, from here, there's going to be something to build on for the rest of the world in a physical way. Okay, and there's going to be some shocking revelations that come out after this, because this is in the future, and it's coming from the alliance. The alliance is working together to I think this is the start. Okay, I really believe that this could be the start. And yes, this is something that they have been focusing their intention on, to create this new system that's coming up and bring justice. Can you see that okay, Daiga?
Yeah.
So this is leading to justice. All right, so no fear. We had a question, I think, last week, that would Ukraine be taken over by Russia? And I remember saying that no, the Ukraine would remain a sovereign state. And I still believe from this that is the plan, that we're not going to see a full-blown invasion. We're not going to see a war going hot. Missiles are not going to be flying, okay? But I believe this might be a marker for the start of creating a foundation that we will go forward with. Okay. How do you like my my card display?
I love it. I just wanted to tell you, I love it. At least all our viewers can see all cards. It's brilliant.
Right, right. And just then, that first sentence that you said, we had the same problem with the audio. Your mouth moved and there were no words. Just so you know. So if I might have to ask you to repeat. So if I do, just be ready for it, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's a good thing, people. You know, don't go into the vibration of fear. Okay, keep a positive attitude. This is the year when things get cleared up. I was listening to Brad Johnson. He was with Janine today, and he described it 2000, 2001, and 2002. It's like the acts in a play. First act, you have the tragedy. Act 2, you have the struggle of the tragedy, and Act 3 comes the conclusion and you know, winning, the happy ending of the movie.
Okay, our next question is from Beth. Does my dog, who passed in early December, have any messages for me? Is he okay and happy?
Okay, her dog, yeah. Does the person give the name of the dog? I would like to know the name of the dog.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. I love pet questions. Okay.
That person's name is Bet. B-E-T-A.
Okay. So I'm sorry to hear about your dog passing away. That can be a really hard thing. I went through one about 1.5 years ago, and I'm still sad over losing my dog. All right. So let's see what her dog has to say. Remember, all dogs go to heaven, just like in the movie. Okay. All right. So I find it interesting that I would be curious to know, how did she find this dog? Did she rescue it? Because this was something that she manifested, this pet to come into her life. It was the right pet for her at the right time at that point in her life. It was a very loyal dog, one that would stand by her and protect her at all times. And almost like that dog protected her like a father would protect a child. And right now, he's in heaven and he's just waiting for another opportunity. So it looks like maybe you said her name was Beth? Beth?
Yeah.
Okay, so Beth, at some time when you really have some type of shocking revelation in your life, or some type of shocking thing, I think that he will come back to you. So maybe start. I know you should take some time between the passing of one pet and another, but then he's going to come to you in another form, another pet, another dog, and he will help you make your house a home again. Okay, and and this is saying, yes, Scott, that's true. And your dog's higher self has some type of karmic connection with you. I by the way, I got that here, that this dog's spiritual energy will continue to come back to you, and whatever however you find your next dog, it will have this dog's spiritual energy in it. So he or she, the dog that you lost, will be coming back in the form of another dog at some time.
What a lovely message. While Scott is shoveling cards, I want to remind our viewers, please, if you like our show, share and like our show, subscribe for both of our channels. Scott is very lucky. Janine called him out and his channel is skyrocketed. My channel is not so lucky, but I do hope with your support, my channel will be skyrocketed as well in time. Also, I'm doing shows. Last week, I done 2 shows. DCTcentre chats with Kate Hills, who is radio presenter, positive living coach, and holistic complementary therapist who has very interesting story, inspirational story to tell everyone as well. And with Steph Lloyd, which one is working with bioresonance. It's absolutely mind-blowing what she can actually find out about everybody just from one lock of hair. You need send her lock of hair, yeah, and she literally reads absolutely everything what is wrong in your body only from this hair and gives you remedies for it. So it's really need look up, and you can, doesn't matter where you are because she works on internet. So look up this show. Okay, Scott, next question. Next question is from Aroha. I do apologize if I send name wrong. It's Aroha.
Yes, I know Aroha.
Okay, now question from her. I doubled in purchasing silver in 2021. I am considering buying much more in next 2 to 4 weeks. Is this sound investment or am I chasing my tail?
So leading up to now, silver has been being kept at a lower rate. Okay. In the same way, this woman is taming this beast. She's keeping the beast from jumping up and becoming more powerful. This is the way silver has been repressed in the past. But it's currently going through a transformation. Maybe this is happening in the background, and it's going to create a lot of luck if you happen to have the gold, and it's going to turn the tables. In other words, it is going to be going up in the future. There's a lot of integrity in owning silver. In other words, it'll never go down. You'll never lose your money there. And it's starting a new path, and we still don't know just how high it'll go. That's being kept from us, but it will be going into unknown territory, okay, which to me only means up. And there's a lot of wisdom in the higher realm that's connected with silver. We know that silver is a very spiritual metal. It's a healing metal, and it's like connected somehow with the higher realm, and you will be using the proceeds from that to build something better. Okay, so no, Aora, you are not chasing your tail. It's not telling me here how much it's going to go up over the next year. That's being kind of kept under wraps right now. But I happen to know from other readings that I've looked at that it's going up in the next year or sooner. So you're not chasing your tail. It's a great investment.
So while Scott is shoveling, I just want to remind our viewers to please send in our questions to us. Some viewers are sending in thank you, coffee and cake, or only coffee, and forget to send question. And thank you very much from both of us for all your coffees and cakes, what we receive from you. You are very generous. Thank you. Our link,
Yes,
how to support us, our link is under this video.
Okay. Next question, please.
Next question. There it goes. Next question is from Sky. Please, can you give me information on situation in Kodiak, Alaska, on corruption, dumps, human trafficking, or city government's corruption for next year?
Okay. Kodiak Island. That's the place where there are more grizzly bears there than there are people, from what I hear.
To be honest, I don't know absolutely nothing about this place.
Many years ago, when I was doing my adventure trips that I used to do, I was planning to do a kayaking or a canoeing trip around Kodiak Island. That was one of my plans that never came to fruition. So I never actually got to go there, but I did some research on the place. Okay, so we're asking about, so we had a lot of things in there. We had corruption, DUMS. What else was it in the question?
Human trafficking, city government.
I'm sorry?
Human trafficking, city government corruption.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking maybe we should have been more specific with the question, but it looks like there's been a Where do we have any white hats here? Oh yeah, we have Queen of Pentacles and our Emperor here. These are the alliance. It looks like there's been some kindness that's been done there. So regarding the dumbs and trafficking of little ones, that has already been put a stop to. Okay. And judgment is coming, but it's like being blocked here. What do we have here? They're not telling us everything about the judgment that's taken place, but it's coming from the white hats. And yeah, we got a King of Cups here. So it looks like any corruption that was there has been taken care of, but this is all very hush hush. It's something that the Alliance is doing behind the scenes. But as with so many readings on these types of things, it's already been, there's been like salvation or helping with the trafficking that's been taken care of. Kindness has been given to those people. Judgment came to those who are doing it. And it's under the control of the Alliance. Okay. So that's what I got for that.
Our next question will be from Sky as well, about same island, Kodiak Island, and she wants to know, will there be any tsunamis in island in next 1 to 2 years? Is it safe to live there?
Okay. Probably any coastline is in danger of tsunamis anywhere in the world. So, and especially in the Pacific coast, as we've seen recently. So if you do live near the coast, have some kind of evacuation plan. You just have to get up the side of a hill somewhere before the tsunami gets there, and you'll be safe, right? Okay, so tsunami in Kodiak, and of course, this wouldn't be just for Kodiak, this would be for the entire West Coast, because if there's a tsunami that affected Kodiak Island, well, that would affect the entire Northwest. Yeah. So I'm not getting anything here as far as like any kind of, there's no natural disaster that's going to be happening anywhere around that area anytime soon. I believe that the Tonga volcano and tsunami was meant to be much worse, but the Alliance, as I said before, they were able to mitigate that and make it not as bad. It's the idea of tsunamis happening on the West Coast is a strategic thing that they're trying to make happen, but it's not being allowed to happen. You can celebrate that the whatever forces that are countering the dark cult are celebrating the fact that they are not allowing that to happen. Okay. And this is something I've been getting for a while. Every time I've been asked this, a lot of people were worried about tsunamis. Everybody thought that La Palma was going to create a massive tsunami. And then they tried to do it on the West Coast with Tonga. It's not going to happen, people. I don't think we're going to see another tsunami like happened in 2004 or 2011. You know, the one that was here where I live in Thailand, and the whole Indian Ocean, and then the one in Japan in 2011. By the way, I believe those events were created. They weren't natural, from research I've done and my intuition. But I think the times of these massive disasters that take out hundreds of thousands of people, I think the time for that is over.
I think as well. I think that's all was created by deep state, strategically created. So
yeah.
now when white hats, when now is in charge, it's really they're not going to let something like that happen. So
you know, there's been a lot of fear talk and mongering about, you know, people getting this and masses of people leaving the earth plane. I've never bought that. I never really believed it. I don't think the creator or the alliance, you know, the off-worlders who are helping us, I don't think they would allow that to happen. I don't. There are going to be casualties, but not in the numbers of billions. So that's fearful thinking. That's you know, let's just not go there. You know, let's keep our thoughts and intentions on the positive. You know,
we
that's
actually all have to be in the eye of the storm. We cannot escape the storm, but we have to be in quietest place, in the eye of the storm, and keep that. And listen to your inner voice, listen to be calm, to be happy in your quiet spot. Because you, in your home, you can make a safe island for you. Doesn't matter what's happening is around you, yeah? At your home, you are safe. You have safe island where you are, so.
yeah,
That's what
that well said, Daiga. I like the way you put that with the eye of the storm. That's right.
Yeah, because you can't escape. It's doesn't matter where you go, the storm is there. Okay, our next question is from Lena. My husband's youngest son, Andrea, who I love dearly, has serious addiction issue with alcohol and cocaine. He is married to most wonderful girl who would love to have family and prays hard every day that he voluntarily goes to rehab to be clean. Will Andrea become father within 2 years? Will this arrival of the child be intensive enough to clean up his act? Incentive enough to clean up his act?
It's interesting. It's an interesting way to ask the question. Well, it's pretty amazing that we're asking a question about addiction, and look what we got right there in the middle. So this is the card of addicts and alcoholics. And it's got him pretty, and with this being next to the Fool, he's pretty deep into that addiction. And so the question was asking, would there be a child, or there is a child coming for sure?
Will there be child in next 2 years, and will this be incentive enough for him to clean up his act?
No children are coming, and he's going to use strategies. He's going to do everything he can not to go. Okay. He's going to come up with excuses or reasons. He'll get you to focus on something else, like, no, look over here, look at this person, what they're doing, don't look at me. And he's like, he really wants to stay in that. But then we have this transformation and walking away. Let me see if I can get something else. Okay, so here's the good news. He's going to get to where he hits rock bottom. Okay. And at that time, he'll finally find the strength to transform himself and walk away from the drinks, you see, and whatever else you can put in those cups, which cocaine. But he's going to have to get to almost where he loses everything. How long would this take? I think that could happen this year. So the good news is he will come out of it, but it's going to take some time, 6 months to 9 months. And I think that, like I said, he's going to be almost like down to the rock bottom. That's what it's going to take. I don't see any children being born. There's nothing like that. Okay, so no, it's not going to be because of a child. It's going to be because he almost dies. He's going to come close to dying over this. That's what's going to bring him out of it. I'm sorry to tell you.
And I have shivers. That means it's true.
I missed the first 2 words of that sentence.
I have shivers. So.
Oh, yeah. When Daiga gets the chills, you know that we're on to some strong truth there.
Yeah, that's strong truth. This person has to get hit rock bottom, and then he will be managing to rise from ashes. So
that's right. But the good news is he will be able to walk away from it at some point.
Yeah, that's very good. While Scott is shoveling, I want to remind everybody, please, could you send questions directly to my email, daiga.miller@dctcentre.com, subject question, because I still keep chasing questions all around. Yeah, they even manage to come on my personal email. I don't know how, but they managed to come on my personal email. They managed to come on messages on Facebook, on everywhere. I literally have to chase them. So please make my life a little bit easier, because I'm quite busy. I try make content for you to actually see on my channel, to be more interesting interviews, and I arranging that. I'm doing lots of things at the moment in the background. So please help me with this. Yeah. Okay, next question, Scott, is Kate is sending question about Latvia. Could you please ask cards to look up situation in Latvia for next 3 months?
You froze. I heard, could you please, and then your image froze.
Ask cards about situation in Latvia for next 3 months.
Okay. Is that near where the troops are going? The
Yes,
US troops are
in
going?
Eastern Europe. It's part of Eastern Europe. It's very close to Poland.
Okay, and we're looking 3 months. Is that what the question said? 3 months? Okay. And I'm sorry, they wanted to know exactly what about Latvia, just in general, or?
General situation in Latvia, because there's still draconian measures in place.
The lockdowns and the
Yeah.
mandates. Okay, so we're not, yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I got a little bit because I was still thinking about the troops. Okay, so I've got it now, yeah. Next 3 months, huh? Okay, well, I can see that she is ready for it to be over. And yeah, everybody there, they're at the end of their rope with this as well. But I'm wondering, Daiga, you have friends in Latvia, right?
Yes.
Is this causing the masses of the normal people to wake up now? Because that's what we have here. We have this judgment. This is awakening. This is having revelations. It looks like that's happening now. Okay, that's what it says in the cards.
It's possible it's happening somewhere with some people, but I can't say that about my friends and I can't say that about my family. My family is deeply in all this, and all of them, nearly all of them, have this one already 2-3 times, and now my very close family is my cousin is actually sick, all family with something, and they still cannot put 2 and 2 together after 3 different this ones, yeah, in their bodies. They still sick. So
okay, well, unfortunately, these lockdowns are being done by the puppeted government because the alliance is in control. And this has to be done to try to get people to wake up. It's like what they were doing in Canada, okay? And now look what's happened in Canada. The truckers are doing these convoys and going to this capital and demanding freedom. That's what they're trying to get everybody in these countries that are under these really strict, mandated, controlled areas. They're trying to make it hard for them, okay, with this guy here, so that they will wake up. But it looks like the US is going to put focus on it. So we said 3 months, right? So who knows? I think in 3 months it's going to be lifted. These mandates and draconian things. I think the whole COVID thing, if I can say that, I gotta be careful when I say, I won't say that too many times. the whole V thing is going to be going away. Oh, justice. Okay, look, we have justice coming for Latvia, and it's going to change everything, transformation. Okay. So this justice that's coming is going to bring a transformation and a new beginning, a new way of doing things. And we said 3 months. So the cards are saying that this is going to happen in 3 months. So take heart, people. I think this spring is when things are going to start to really change.
Good. That's a good message for Latvia. Stand up for yourselves and changes is coming.
Okay. What's
No,
next?
next one is question from Diana. It's personal question from Diana. Few months back, I've been spiritually fully activated and unexpectedly was guided to start pursue different path. But even after all my guides push me and encourage me to leave 3D job, I deep down am afraid that without this permanent income, I won't be able to sustain my lifestyle, pay bills, support my family, and grow my business. Could you ask, please, cards, will I be able to live abundant life in all areas, especially financially, if I leave 3D job?
This card flew out as you were speaking, and this Queen of Pentacles has the ability to manifest the physical abundance in her life. You see how she's cradling that coin and she's focusing her attention on it. And I just was guided to tell Diana that you still can create this abundance. It's within your ability. Okay. So I just had to share that with Diana because that card flew out just as you were talking about that. Okay. Now I'm gonna cut and draw cards on it. I love this first card. Diana's gonna love this spread. First off, Diana, the Magician, and you see this position of the Magician's arms here? This is with one hand reaching into the universe where all thoughts are first generated and then making those thoughts become reality on the earth plane. I have a kind of a funny story I have to tell real quick. I went and bought a refrigerator a few months ago, and with a purchase like that, this store that I buy it in allows you to pull like a lottery. The little eggs, they have a number inside, and then that corresponding number, you get a gift, right? And just before I did that, my wife was standing there. I made this position. I physically did this, and then I put my hand down in and I pulled out. I think they said there was a 2% chance of the one that I pulled out, and I got like a $100 saucepans, Tefal saucepans that were worth like $100. And my wife was so impressed with that she went recently, had something like that. She did the same thing, and then she got a really good gift. So Diana, you have to know that you are able to, and just like with that Queen of Pentacles, manifest your intentions onto this earth plane. Okay, you have that ability to do that. right now you have a lot of conflicting thoughts. You have that niggling in your ear saying, you know, oh, will I make it? Will I make it? Because there's some things that are being hidden from Diana right now. But look, we have the Ace of Wands as the outcome. So that's a yes. Once again, we're getting a confirmation that you will be able to generate this income that what you need. You will be able to make what you need, and you'll be celebrating that because you are. I mean, Diana is someone that people look for. They look to her for knowledge and for help and guidance. And so the short answer is, Diana, yes. Okay, just be patient. I believe that it will come to you in the future, and possibly in 3 months with this ace, because Ace of Wands is summer. So maybe by the summer you will start to see some of the rewards of your hard work, Diana. Okay.
Okay, then. Good news for Diana.
Okay. Next question.
Next question is from Anita. After watching Michelle Fielding talking about ordering quantum phones and hubs for connecting to Starlink system, my friends thinking about ordering themselves. Question really is, do we really have to rush and try to buy these things for astronomical prices? Or in the right time, they will be offered to everyone for much more affordable price?
I'm sorry. I was kind of, my mind was off for a second there. Can you repeat the first part of the question? What is it that we're talking about?
We're talking about, I don't know you've seen or not, Michelle Fielding was talking about quantum phones and Starlink system hubs to connect with Starlink system.
Oh, okay.
They are, apparently they are very high priced at the moment. Do we really have to rush and try to buy these things for astronomical prices? Or in the right time, they be offered to everyone for much more affordable price?
Okay. Yeah, sorry. So the Starlink and the quantum
Telephones
quantum
and hubs.
I just have to say, I remember seeing something a while back that was an early sign up for Starlink, and it was really expensive. And I thought I remember hearing somebody say that was a hoax or not real. But this is coming from Michelle Fielding, and I'm not saying anything negative about Michelle Fielding. I think that, you know, she's has a lot of integrity and wouldn't steer anybody the wrong way. But let's see what the cards say.
The question really not about Michelle Fielding. It's about, do they need?
I know, but she's selling it. I mean,
she's not selling it. She just said that she's already ordering it for herself and invite others. So it's not she selling it anything.
All right, she was endorsing it. She was talking about it.
Yeah, she was talking about it.
Okay. So yeah, right now it would put you in an uncomfortable position to purchase that right now. It's definitely a real thing that's working with the Alliance to bring people together. But this Five of Swords, looks like there's some conflict going on over it. What's going on there? So it seems like the price is being made high right now because it's not the time to get into it. But that's why it's expensive. It's still in the planning stages. So if you're patient and you wait, it's going to be made much more accessible for people with not as much money. Okay, so there's no need to go out and buy it right now. That would put you, if you did that now, that would put you in an uncomfortable position. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be some maybe some arguing going on about what the actual price should be, and then the authorities are going to step in, the courts and maybe the Alliance, and they're going to make it readily available to everybody in the future. Okay? What have we got next, Daiga?
Next, we got a question from Tom. Many UK residents already get notifications that their electricity bill will be raised about 70% from next month. Will it really happen this year?
70 or 17?
70%. By 70%.
17%. That's an interesting number, 17.
No, not 17. 70. 70.
70. Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Many
Where's this going to happen?
In UK.
Oh, come on.
Many UK residents.
Who can afford to pay that? Okay, I don't know how much, but I've noticed my electric bill has definitely gone up. Now I'm running my air pretty much 24 hours a day, but last month I was not running it that much. And normally when I didn't run my air, like in the cool season, my bill would be about $30. Now it doesn't go under $60. So yeah, I've noticed my electric's has gone up about double. Seems like mine's gone up. I guess that's about double. Okay, so but 70, that seems a little hard to believe, right?
I haven't received this yet, but probably somewhere it is.
Well, got this Ace of Swords down here, which usually means yes. But I'm thinking, once again, that, because look, we got this King of Pentacles here. They're trying to make it so hard on people that people will speak out and say, enough of this. I mean, I think they're really going to do it, but this is a way of getting people to rise up and fight against this, because this has been advised by the higher wisdom that this should be done. That and people have to use their voice. People need to raise their voices and say and say we're not going to have this. So it looks like a yes, but I think it will, and then it's going to be brought back down immediately because people are going to speak out against it. Because when I asked for more clarification, I got the moon, okay, and then a new path, and then the wishes of the people coming true. So it looks like it might happen, but you know, if it does, what if everybody at the same time just said we're not going to pay our bill? You know, what would happen? This is something I've been talking about for years and years and years, about all kinds of bills and fees and licenses and all of this stuff in the system that keeps people under control. What if everybody at one time just said, no, I'm not going to renew my license. No, I'm not going to pay my, what do they have in the UK? The TV, like a TV bill or something?
TV license.
Even though it's free, okay, it comes over the airwaves and you don't have to really pay for it. And they drive around trying to get people to pay for something that's free. I think it's trying to get people to start to resist the beast system, as I call it.
Yeah, but I don't see actually people all coming together and say no. Yeah, that's not
No,
going to happen. They're
no,
probably
that's in a
but
it's in a perfect world. That's my imagination speaking there. But I don't know, maybe, you know,
in Canada,
maybe.
drivers manage to get together.
Well, listen, I mean, if that kind of rise in the bill, 70% would put people on the street, you know, people wouldn't be able to pay their bills. People would be dying in the wintertime from not having heat, or I mean, whatever, you know, children sleeping in the dark in the cold. It's got to be this has to be to try to snap people out of their complacency and their willingness to just accept whatever the government does.
Okay, now we are come to our last already traditional question. And this traditional question is, what advice universe wants to give our viewers for week ahead to our next show?
Okay. Okay, so this is us. This is all of us watching here today. People are just so off balance. People have been put so off balance by all all the news that they hear in on TV and the mainstream media, and just discombobulated. This is how we're all feeling right now. And we need to have better boundaries. So turn off your TV and spend time with the family. This is a home card. Be at home and just surrender to the idea that it will come to an end. And let me see if I can this one. And justice is coming. Okay, maybe not this week, but we're 70% there. So I'm getting the feeling from this, like I said, turn off the news. Okay, I don't watch the news, but I hear about things. I heard about President B sending troops to the Ukraine or to Eastern Europe, but I always see these as good things. Okay, because I've surrendered to the idea that we are moving into a new age of abundance and fruitfulness and justice. So if I could give the advice that the cards here are saying is stop listening to news, stop listening to BBC and anything that makes you feel fear. This was a position that I started to take about 10 years ago. Because I used to be addicted to fear porn, Daiga. I loved it. Like, oh, there's an asteroid, this comet. Remember Comet Elenin? I don't know if you remember that. That was 2012. Oh, I was so sure that this was going to be the thing that was going to, put the Earth into some kind of disarray, or the sun was going to explode, or there's going to be World War II. I was really addicted to this fear porn. And one day I just said, you know what? When I see a thumbnail or a headline that gives me that feeling of fear and dread and also excitement, because fear also is kind of exciting. That's why people love horror movies. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to feed that beast anymore. If I see anything like that gives me that sense of fear, I'm not going to listen to it. I'm not going to watch it. And I'm just going to focus on the positive, that we are entering into a golden age of abundance and justice for all.
Okay. I just want to remind everybody, please, if you like our shows, please share, like, and subscribe to both of our channels, helping me build up my channel as well. Look up videos on my channel, what I've been doing. There are many interesting videos. And from our hearts to yours, thank you very much for watching, and God bless.